Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them.
Good night, peeps. Let me know if you're seeing me clear. Let me know if you're hearing me. Something definitely looks wrong here, so something's wrong, but I can't tell. Is it that someone new came along and broke the spell? Peeps, something wrong. Like, I really and truly say something wrong. Can't tell you exactly what it is, but I know there's something wrong. What exactly is wrong, I can't tell you yet, but I go and watch it. You see? Set the stream. You understand? I try to do that in the family, but then I don't really know what go on. You know what I mean? I see what go on here, so, cause, see? Black out this. I don't know what go on here, so. You understand? This is strange. Try this. Nothing. Try that. Finally. Yeah, look like something will come through, you know. Yeah. Peeps, I don't know what go on. But hold on, I could try. It has go on all the teach. Cookie, me there. Me I try to figure out. Me I probably hear me still. I don't know what go on. I not see I self. I know not see I face. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the issue right here. So Zane, big up to the people that I watch. Peace, let me know if you not see me there. You understand? Cause I not see myself. You see? I don't know what go on. We see, oh no, I see me. But I not see nothing on my screen, and so I don't know what go on. You understand what go on? Yo, we see you clear. It's a good thing I didn't start dig out all my nose. I scratch some place. You know what I mean? My stream is offline. June, I don't know what go on. We can see and hear you. Zane, alright, peeps. I'm glad if you don't want to see and hear me. Because I say, I nearly start dig out my nose and them sitting there. You see? And scratch some places. So it's a good thing, so I didn't start do that. But I look on the screen and I not see myself. So, if you understand what I say, the screen here, right here, so, on my finger point there, so I'm supposed to see myself there, so, I not see myself, but upon restream, I see myself up there, so, from me I see myself there, so, then things should be good, but I don't want to see myself here, so, you understand? So, I could get up and running peace. You know what I think of technology? There's a problem from time to time. Big up on yourself, peeps. Manners and respect. Welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 204. Growth for sure. Progress. You know what I mean? Peeps, we give thanks. I appreciate the continued support. I appreciate the continued love, encouragement, constructive criticism, and all of them good things. You know what I mean? What I give thanks for all of the people that we work on the Sunday. I hope the shift soon end. For the people that want them way home, hope you get home safely. For the people that want their home, would have had a blessed Sunday. Eat them dinner, relax, and I wait for this to teach you about some things we have to jam down, jam rock, Jamaica land we love, land of food and water, Bob Marley, we seen both Vice Cartel, Shelley and Fraser Price, Ilian Thompson, some whole heap more people, Babsy Grange and them people there. You know what I mean? Peeps, big up on yourself. We appreciate the support like so. Good night. Soon.
Now, send the message and make it reach them, hit them. Warlord Wimpton.
We there, mama, papa, peace. I just get a notification say your stream quality has been lowered because your internet is not okay. Okay, then I don't know what go on again. Stream quality has been automatically lowered. I keep on get that. Yeah. I can read. I don't know what go on that dance tonight, peace. But we still go and push it. Just want me know if you know see me. If you know see me, say yes, I see it. So we can proceed. You know what I mean? And them things. Oh, I see myself. Yeah, peeps. I don't know what kind of Dalios are going in the night. Okay, then it's so I go on. Zane, KJ, it's a live stream offline. Yeah, Kerry, I don't know what I go on impress. I try to do the maths on them something about something wrong somewhere. So the stream a freeze. You know the stream crash Friday night. Current go. Yeah, so we don't have no backup generator yet, but one of them time. You see, I don't know what the issue. See, I'm gonna turn off my Facebook and Periscope stream tonight. Oh, I say I have to restart the broadcast, so all of them good things. I don't know. Alright, that's not possible right now. Boom. So me offline here, so see me. So I don't know. Dane Graham say you're good now. Zane, but I don't ask myself, no, I'm supposed to ask myself. Right now, I'm streaming in dark. Zane, yeah, bro, get some solar. Yeah, Ricky Johnson, that's not the plan, you know. But until some things work out in place, or I try to put in place, then, you know what I mean, I have to go on all out. You see? And them something there. We are see, alright, you know, see me, you know, hear me. So, me I go on so I can do. Take me and turn fashion in that thing, yeah. You understand and see how long we can hold out or something. Teacher, I'm seeing your milk wash face. Kerry J, boy, I don't know. So I'm going to see what I go on. Yeah, peeps, so apologies for Friday night for the stream ending abruptly. I was in the middle of the stream. I was in a little vibe I talk about Windalco, and I make parallels with possibilities for the cockpit country in years to come, and boom, the light go. You understand? And then I couldn't even bother have no energy to start back the stream. You understand? And then I know some honestly as the stream cut more time on the run gone off, I think. So by the time I come back and make me there talk to myself, then it don't make no sense. So we want to finish some of the topics that we would have to discuss Friday night, plus some additional stuff and them something there. See, it has some online here, so Cookie Mama, Ellie London, Diamond Clark. So I see some people. You understand? I still come back over here, so I'm not saying nothing. But I just want to know so I know see me and think good. So I could try and monitor it from over here. So I could minimize this. And just go and talk to yourself here. So I say live. See? So I could go and talk. Yeah, peeps. You know that dengue is currently afflicting us as a country, and many deaths would have been recorded as a result of the most recent dengue outbreak, and there are many presumed and unconfirmed cases of the disease, as many persons are presenting with symptoms of dengue fever. Added to that, normally the death toll dengue normally concentrate on kids and the elderly, and we're seeing one more outbreak that generally affects children. The Education Ministry confirms report of hand, foot, and mouth disease, but says there is no outbreak. The ministry, whether education or health, never normally said there's an outbreak. Yeah, so I say, them normally say no outbreak, not there. So, I don't know. Right now, my something wrong somewhere. I don't know what it is, but we'll try to balance that. Yeah, big up to the people that want to watch the thing. Big up to the people that on Facebook and on Twitter. Big up the YouTube family. We kind of have some technical issues, so we are trying to work through them. See, normally the ministry don't come tell us that there's an outbreak still, in all honesty, but I can watch it and see. So the Education Ministry has confirmed that there is reported cases of hand, foot, and mouth disease. So the Education Ministry have confirmed that it has received isolated reports of the hand, foot, and mouth disease across the island. However, it says the Health Ministry, which has been monitoring the reports, has indicated that there is no general outbreak of the disease. The report continues to say that surveillance data indicate that there is no unusual number of cases in any area in the island, the Education Ministry said in a recent statement. So in the meantime, the ministry urged school administrators to take every precaution to prevent the spread of the disease and monitor their students for symptoms. The ministry says it will continue in collaboration with the Health Ministry or the Health and Wellness Ministry to provide tips to prevent and manage the spread of the disease, the statement said. So the symptoms and signs of hand, foot, and mouth disease: fever and poor appetite, ache and pains. Generally, they last for 2 days. Blisters develop on hand, foot, and in the mouth, hence hand, foot, and mouth disease. Rash appears as small red spots, then develop into blisters. Young patients tend to drool and avoid swallowing as it may be painful. Very young patients may become dehydrated from refusal to drink. And it says now, so those are signs and symptoms and how to treat it or to lower the risk of hand, foot and mouth disease. So wash hands often with soap and water, especially after changing diapers and using the toilet. Clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces and solid items including toys. Avoid close contact such as kissing, go easy with that something there, hugging and sharing eating utensils or cups with infected individuals. And parents are urged to keep their children at home for at least 7 days if they experience any symptoms. Parents are normally follow them instruction because I want to tell you something about Jamaican parents. Schools are asked to contact the parish health department if any child is found with symptoms of the disease. You see, Jamaican parents, them greatest joy in the world if you send youth them go to school no matter what. Them no want to keep them. I never know of parents afraid of them own fitness. So send them to the daycare. Send them to the place they must have them name high school, but a daycare people they there. Yeah, so let me say, even in a storm, man, parents find ways to carry the youth them come to school. Yeah, so they don't want them at them yard. But on a serious level, you know, peeps, talk about the Red Cross ship. We're coming to kill we off. Just say Sinclair, first and foremost, family, this is not a propaganda channel. This is not a propagandist agenda type of situation. I know that military ships have been coming to Jamaica for eons now, offering medical care. So I don't know that all of a sudden a medical ship heading to Jamaica or that would have docked in Jamaica is here to eliminate the entire population. Zane, as I said to somebody earlier, and I now say, because in this world you're never sure, but this is what I'm saying. I have learned doing this social media thing, YouTube thing, that social media is a dangerous place. Social media is a place for many persons who have nothing in this world to do. Social media is a place where a little knowledge or a little information can be dangerous. You understand? And I do not know why persons take it upon themselves to create these voice notes without any sinew of truth or facts to back them up to be spreading over the place. So I don't know where this come from. I don't understand the rationale behind it. I am sure that there are many persons who are far better placed than you and I in this country as it relates to the media, as it relates to civil society, as it relates to environmentalists, as it relates to medical practitioners who, if there was any sinew of truth in this, would be a national news item by this point in time. That is just my assessment of the situation. You feel what I say? So in all honesty, in my opinion, there's nothing here to talk about. Zane, I could be wrong, but somehow I think that this is just social media being social media and everybody trying to seek some form of relevance. I do not. That is my opinion. As I say, I could be wrong. Feel what I say? But I do not know that a military ship that is proposing to offer healthcare has any hidden agenda. You understand? Or there is some diabolical plot to eliminate the Jamaican population. I'm saying, I personally wouldn't go upon a medical ship for no medical care, in all honesty. But persons would and persons will. There are many entities and institutions that come to Jamaica to offer free medical care annually. Seeing many churches and religious organizations and medical organizations and voluntary organizations come here from time immemorial offering free medical care. So I don't know that all of a sudden Mussolini and Hitler and everybody there on the ship ready to kill Jamaicans. I do not know. That's just my assessment of the situation. Much to do about nothing if you ask me, but I could be wrong. Alright, so make we move on from there. So I'm sure you will see YouTube videos of it. I'm sure there are channels who will be running with this story, not this one. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Mike Lewis said, teacher, stop working, man. What's up? What you mean? What you mean by that, Father Mike Lewis? Explain now. So the hand, foot, and mouth situation before we move on. There's as far as I know, there's no potential for it being fatal, but it's very uncomfortable and you don't want to spread, especially in schools. You know, children tend to catch these things very easily, and the spread is really and truly in our school situation. Nothing really did to stop it. Yeah, so I say. So we have to be careful. Yeah, man. Big up peeps. Man, has respect for the people that want to show you out in the thing. You know what I mean? You know what I think. Oh, I forgot some keyboard now. So now, peeps, the police them I look for your man. Like, you understand? Cops searching for a man who ran leaving firearm in Hero Circle. So the man run left him shoes. Pun intended. So police say they are still searching for a man who attempted to stage a robbery in the Hero Circle area of Kingston on Thursday, but was stopped in his tracks by a team of alert officers. I'm at a pause. Nothing from the stream. Probably refresh the stream if you are here, Empress. Zane, I think I say, and if I want them want kill they have to get in line behind the criminals who are doing a great job at it year by year. That's not easy, you know. For the people that might have difficulties with the stream, me I have difficulties with the stream too. So try refresh it, try log out and log in back on them something and see if everything can work out. Cause see, me still not see nothing on my screen. When me supposed to see my nice clean face fan. So I don't know what is going on. Alright, so I see myself on Restream, but I not see myself on YouTube actually. I see myself in my streaming software, which is good. You understand? So that's not bad, but you understand? But alright, so I can minimize that again. So it'll go on one like a go-go. The end of the stream good. So alright. So the man run left him shoes. You understand? So police say they are still searching for the man. The man, in the end, fled from the area, leaving behind a firearm and 6 rounds of ammunition. So reports from the Almontown police are at about 12:40 p.m. in a middle day, you know, peeps. A team of police officers received a call that a man was in the area attempting to carry out a robbery. Police said they went to investigate. Members of the JCF said upon their arrival, they saw a man running from a section of the community. Police said they called out to the man to stop, but he ignored. Officers said they gave chase, and during the pursuit, an object reportedly fell from the suspect. It was retrieved by the police and was discovered to be a Ruger revolver loaded with 6.38 rounds of ammunition. The man escaped. Police say they are still searching for the suspect. You understand? So the man never hung around trying to play a hero. He just run barefoot gone like. Well done to the police officers them. Quick response. You know what I mean? What size shoes was it? It was a 38. I don't know why we find that funny just now. But peeps, on a serious note now, cause we deal with some serious things Friday night before a stream crash. And I am an optimist, you see? I am an optimist. And I still have hopes and dreams that this country will one day rise up from oppression and suppression and corruption and politicians. Zine, and to rightfully take its place as one of the most powerful nations in the region and eventually the wider world. We can do it. Zine, but it will take a lot of will and energy and sacrifice. The crime situation that we currently have to contend with as a nation is being driven by mostly young men between the ages of 16 to 25. The statistics are there to tell you that. And the reality that we face is that Karl Marx said it is self-oppression A lot of it is, but some of it is oppression brought on by other forces beyond ourselves, yeah? I guess a lot of it is mental as well too. So fair enough, Kalmar. The reality is that the statistics as it relates to data in relation to violence producers in this country is very concerning, as in my opinion, the next wave and generation of criminals will be even younger and more violent than the ones we have here, if things are not done forthwith to fix said potential problem. Listen to the maths. 13-year-old on gun charge among 3 on the run after St. James breakout. I'll read that again and I'll read it slowly. 13-year-old on gun charge among 3 on the run after St. James prison break. 13-year-old on gun charge. Zane, Jeff and Beckles, Trinidad tuning. Big up Mayo. Long time I tuning. Man, as I respect your father Beckles. You know, I appreciate that support something there. Kelly in. You know, my mind run upon you the other day about yesterday, like. Big up yourself in the Empress. I hope you're good. Zane. And them something there. Police have launched a search for 3 male juveniles. So all 3 of them are juveniles. But one of them is a 13-year-old who was arrested on gun-related charges. Now what a gun in a peeps? Police said one of the juveniles is a 13-year-old who was in custody for illegal possession of firearm. And you see the question I have to ask yourself and no peeps. How many other 13-year-olds are out there in possession of illegal guns? How many other 13-year-olds are out there locking illegal guns? Being gun bags? Far more than you would think. People, share the stream on your social media platforms and pages from Facebook, Twitter, your WhatsApp status, all your groups them and them things. They make some more people rope in. You understand? When one say a thing been a crash or been a give problem from night, so probably some people gone or some people not get a notification. You know what I think? The other 2 teenagers are age 16 and 17 years old respectively. They were also in custody in connection with serious crimes. 13, 16, 17. Reports are that about 5:30 p.m. And I like a 5:30 a.m. when police are sleeping. 5:30, well, them police are good as asleep though. The teenagers whose name are being withheld because they are minors were discovered missing. Police say they escaped from the facility by cutting the locks to their cells. There's another article that supports this one that gives you a little bit more information. The teenagers were being held at the Barretown lockup in St. James. They reportedly escaped sometime between 5 and 5:41 p.m. on Friday evening. Well, if I say p.m., almost Friday evening. Down. By cutting 2 padlocks to the grill at their cell. No, this is my thing. I may try to figure this out from a come across the story. 5 o'clock Friday. 5 o'clock in the evening. Cause, I don't think them start cut the grill at 5 and done 5:41. They probably would have been cutting the grill prior to that. The locks. How come these 3 boys manage to go undetected, cutting the locks to their cells, Zane, and making good their escape? They were then allegedly picked up. This sound like it's an organized prison break type thing we come on TV, like, you know. They were then allegedly picked up by a yellow Toyota Sienta, Sienta, or Sienta, I think that's how that pronounced. A yellow Toyota Sienta motor car. Like, man, them have them getaway vehicle family. 13-year-old, 16-year-old, and 17-year-old. Miss Roslyn Baker said, teacher, don't know that go. Boy, me I hope say I say again, Miss Baker. All let's see me sit down here, so. Zine. So the teenage boys were in custody for robbery with aggravation and illegal possession of firearm, breach of curfew, and uncontrollable behavior. And another question. Why were these juveniles being held with in a lockup where adults are present? Should they not have been brought to a juvenile detention center? I am just asking for a friend. Like about 3 million friends. You understand? So the reality is that on the run now are 3 little boys who have a penchant for violence and have been known to be armed and dangerous. And they are now on the run. That's a dangerous concoction right there. Ah, boy. I have been speaking about this curfew thing for a few streams now. And it annoys me to the max. Listen to this now. So, from donkey years ago, from the world it flat like, Mountain View has been known as a violence producing area of the country. The whole Mountain View area, Mountain View Avenue, GX Road, Jarrett Lane, the whole island them. Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott said teach a big man them, little boys don't have gun. That's another way of putting it, so I can't even disagree with. The violence down at Mountain View is like a quarterly thing. It's like a quarterly report from a company. Every 3 months it flare up. You understand? So you know you buy some stocks and every quarter you get some dividend for some company will do that. So it's like the Mountain View situation. Every 3 months you have a flare up. Quarterly report. Then the police and soldiers them send them down there and it quell for a while. Then the next 3 months it flare up again. Dividend time. And the cycle continues. When the first flare up for the year start after the first 3 months and police go down there, the same guns that it caused the first flare up were not removed from the hands of the violence producers. So a little calm come about. The police and soldiers leave the area and the next 3 months quarterly report again. The police them go down there. There's a little calm. Them leave the area. 3 months again at the same thing. You know, sister, we are idiot. You know, sister, we not got no sense. You know, sister, we are Looney Tune. Beavis and Butthead. You understand? Barney and Fred. And Barney kind of sensible like. You understand? Well, the real Barney, but we not talk Barney and Fred from the one the cartoon. You know, sister, we are Tom and Jerry family. You know, say a cartoon business we into. Eh? Head and heady. Settings. Eh? Me say, right now, one look at 3-year-old can't see say, that no make no sense. There's a body sensibly, I know. And me sit down and me think about that something here. See? Me not think teacher come back on tonight. When Miss Beverly called her, I said, me there man, me not gone away. Me there upon the goalie side. You know what I mean? And me I say, right now a curfew is done by Mountain View section down there, so. I still want to tell them the parameters of the curfew. Remember, so when them say one local thing did kick off and a man get shot recently because allegations are that there was some construction material that were removed and one whole heap of something. There was a curfew. The curfew was lifted. The police and soldiers, then probably the numbers would have reduced. Then man get shot. A medical officer, you say probably link with something around there. So curfew again. Then it go ease up when the curfew end tomorrow night. The police are gonna probably leave the next day. Then 2 more days a curfew again. So the response is a curfew response. When every time there's a flare up are the same guns are back. What kind of strategies or programs or measures or initiatives are being implemented or proposed or tried or effected or executed to rid Mountain View and its environs of the guns that continue to take lives in and around Mountain View? How much search, directed searches are done in these areas when curfews are ongoing? I would just put some police and some soldiers and them turn up beside some shop, and some cook shop place and some rum bar, and then for 2 couple days and them gone again. Then you know make no sense. So watch your right. Cause you probably not believe me, you know. So the curfew will run until 6 p.m. on Monday or 6 a.m. tomorrow. I'm not sure, I soon telling you. And then about 2 days, look how calm I go did it. And then by weekend again, one next man did and a curfew again for the weekend. And then for the whole week, no curfew, and weekend again a curfew. Yo, no star. Me give up. I want to tell us I'm chewing it up, me quit. Curfew in East Kingston amid flare up of violence. The curfew that began at 6 p.m. on Friday will remain in effect until 6 p.m. Monday. And then it come back Friday, October 28th. It comes days after a 42-year-old man was shot dead and 5 others, including a child, were injured in a brazen gun attack at a doctor's office on the Deanery Road, in the Deanery Road area of St. Andrew. I mark you, I don't know that police officers or soldiers were in the doctor's place. Fine. Murder still got happen, but the reality is that you are limiting and reducing the ability of criminals to commit murders if you remove the guns them from the area. And yes, you won't be able to remove every gun, but every gun you remove is a gun you remove. Yo, me don't know though. So, the boundaries, them if you're interested, the northern boundaries along Deanery Drive from the intersection with 4th Avenue to Mountain View Avenue. The eastern boundary along Mountain View Avenue from the intersection of Deanery Drive to Langston Road. The southern boundary along Langston Road from the intersection of Mountain View Avenue to 4th Avenue. And western boundary along 4th Avenue from the intersection of Langston Road to Deanery Drive. So, during the hours of the curfew, persons are required to remain within their premises unless authorized by the police in charge of the curfew. Police report at about 10 a.m. on Wednesday. You know that story there. You understand? A man identified as Clifton Brown was at a medical facility seeking treatment when he was attacked by a gunman. When the shooting subsided, Brown was found dead and 5 other persons received gunshot wounds. Among those injured were 2 men and a child, the police would have confirmed. See, 2 weeks earlier, another man was attacked and shot in another section of the division. These developments have since triggered high levels of fear among residents. Same thing again. I don't know. Like we're very much into curfews, it look like. You know what I mean? So it look like an hour thing. Hour thing is a curfew. and quarrel and look like we are do things when the reality is that. But Father Gregory White, me ask the same thing from Friday night and before, bro. Seeing where the Jones them there, where the metal detector them there, where the canine unit and the JCF there, where the Caribbean Search Center there. How is it we have a police, we have a police force who are grappling to contain crime, and we don't have a specialized search unit in the Jamaica Constabulary Force whose duty is to search, destroy, and to eliminate when elimination for go on. You understand what I say? In the come or no in the come, because when the criminal them a search and destroy, innocent people are get destroyed. You feel what I say? And NASA say then you need forensic intelligence. Because that's one of the things we are kill a lot of the cases them. Zine in the courts, because there's not enough. There's no scientific evidence. So you're depending on a human witness. Zine, the human witness probably is intimidated or is killed or run away or something, and then you have nothing now to stand on, so the case collapse and you look like a goon again. So, I don't know. I don't know, star. So, peeps, I know some people I wonder how come teach not touch this topic yet, and I truth is a teacher and him bias. I know some people I say that. It has nothing to do with that. You understand? I never have all of the information before now. See, I kind of have some information now, so I can talk about it a little. There was a situation, see, my Bluetooth now working, so my keyboard now working none at all, I need to reconnect that. A situation would have transpired at the Robert Lightburn High School in St. Thomas recently. The recent heritage celebration thing, where teachers have been charged for beating 2 grade 10 students at the Robert Lightburn High School. Miss Jessica Hebert, good night, my friend. So the teachers implicated in the beating of 2 grade 10 male students at the Robert Lightburn High School in St. Thomas were on Friday arrested and charged. They were charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. The 2 male teachers were each granted bail in the sum of $40,000. So it is reported that following last week's Heritage Week celebrations at the school, a teacher requested that 2 grade 10 students assist in moving chairs. One of the boys reportedly moved 3 chairs and decided to stop. So there was some verbal exchange between said boy and teachers based on my understanding. Then it is further reported that after said verbal exchange, the 2 students would have left the school compound and proceeded to board buses to go home. It is alleged, it is believed, it is reported that the teachers pulled the boys from the bus and beat them up. No, you have to, what I do? I do not know what would have possessed my colleagues to have gone to such lengths. Zane, I do not know what was said to them, irrespective of whatever was said to them. And you see, me I go say this. You see, if the situation there did develop on the school compound during the exchange, but then say, boy, I don't know, a rough said we were teaching them wrong. But then when the man them left off of the school compound, follow back at the youth them, take the youth them out of bus, and beat up the youth them based on the allegations, then that can't right in a no school, in a no way, no shape, no form. You understand what I say? So, is there an underbelly to this situation? Is there more to the story than is being reported? Is there more to the story than has been made public? I do not know. I don't know none of the teachers them. Well, I don't know that I know any of them. I might well know them, but I'm not sure. Zane, but me can't Me know why we are laughing. Me can't really see why the teachers say, but then go so far. If you go take the youth them out of the bus and beat the youth them. Zin? So something missing there, so. And me I say this publicly, so nobody no get it misconstrued. You understand? If based on the reports are accurate, then both teachers were wrong. So let me get that out of the way. Zin? You don't know my mentality when it comes on to certain things and always in a state of readiness to defend myself. You don't know me not play them the game there. But at the end of the day, if the youth them leave the school compound and the teacher them go up on the road and pull the youth them from bus, that is a criminal charge that you run down family. You understand what I say? So, I pray a man them good as this teacher them on a level and the teacher them feel like, say, alright, you know, a bad man. And that's the thing there, you know. Zane, I don't know why they felt they needed to pursue the matter so far. Zane, but they would have done that and then make we see it go for a year, so. Zane, yes, so that's all like a last week days. Boy, I don't know any brother. But it's rough because right now, the man them, like the brother will go fight out the police on the criminal records office. It's like, I look the man them go look at criminal record, you know, brother. So the man them have been charged for again. Zane, grievous bodily harm. Assault occasioning bodily harm. So I don't know how them beat them, what them beat them with. Zane, teacher working at the system, but most of these kids have to get some real discipline. Fear is fear. Fear is fear. Boy, Gregory White, I would have spoken about these situations many occasions. I know the mentality of the youths. You understand? And as I would have said before, that teaching is not for me anymore. Zane, for a number of reasons. And one of the reasons is that I know if I stay in a teaching, me good as God prison. Because certain game I don't really play. You feel what I say? And there is no rights for anybody in the education system other than the teacher, the students. Zane, I have a running joke, so right now it is easier to fire a teacher than to expel a child. Zane, because ministry going to send them back to my school and them something there. That may not be true, because it's not really easy to fire a teacher. But there's no support from the ministry for teachers. There's no support from the justice system for teachers. There's no support from many parents for teachers. There's no support from administrators for many teachers. There's no support from the community for teachers. The children have all the rights and doing all the wrongs. Zane, and when a teacher, when in the foolishness decide to take a stance, you become enemy number one. Then it don't make no sense. Zane? So, I don't know. DSS so like him love play lastly. But him never get no lick. I don't like the youth them did physically assault them as per the report. So all lastly coming out, brother. Zane, when you say JT, no support there either. Coconut jobs here so right. So the reality is that my mentality, I am for discipline. You cannot educate a child who is indisciplined. You cannot educate a child who is disruptive. Zane, the moment you come through the school gate, a business would happen. If you're not serious about it, not come. I might think that. Zane, down the list as a teach, look, I work at an elite school. I have taught at an elite school before, my friend. And whether the school, day or nay, you're still going to have some youths. The teaching thing is just not for me anymore, Empress. You understand? I'm tired for work for the government. You understand? I'm tired for feel unappreciated. Zane. I'm tired for your work hand to mouth. I'm tired for your care for people when I care about themselves. You understand? I'm serious when I say that. I have been doing this from 2008 full time. Would have also taught before I went to Teachers College for 2 years pre-trained at a primary school. So I know guess this. I have been there, done that. I have taught at a traditional high school. I have taught at an upgraded high school. Spectrum. You understand? Brilliant people, not so brilliant people. You understand what I say? Rich people, not so rich people. So I have been there. So I can talk from both perspective. And them youths nowadays, most of them not really interested in a school. You feel what I say? So me no want to be my own boss. I don't really want to work for the government like that. Unless they want me become an advisor. You understand? And give me like $5.5 million contract a year if I tell some man some things, then me into that. You understand? Then what? Me can't tell people things too. So how you motivate the unmotivated children? Tamu good. At the end of the day, as one man, you can only do what you can do. You understand? You reason with the youth, I mean, encourage them. You talk to them like a brother. You talk to them like a father. You talk to them like a mentor. You talk to them like your friend them. You talk to them as a disciplinarian. And at the end of the day, some of them you just can't reach. So, right now, as me say, the school system is not for me anymore. See, I just go and bide my time and I try to keep myself out of trouble. It's easy to get in trouble, you know, because you know what thing go. Zine and them things. So, we just go and try balance some things. Teach, you want to be Ruel? No, you know. No, I don't want to be no education minister nor no deacon nor no senator. I said I want to be an advisor to some people. I can advise the Minister of Environment. You understand? We do environmental science to a level. We do. You understand? So then no, I can't tell them two things. So then what? My mouth work, you know. But on a serious level, you know, the youths them no easy. And some of the youths them definitely left them yard for say them a go to school, go take some teachers 3 points today. And that's how the thing go. There. You understand? So you have to wise a road and you have to alert. Cause them youth a violence step on the man. The first start. I always tell the youth, me no family. Me no really want to talk to you, you know. You understand? Me no want to talk to you. You understand? But if you do something you're not supposed to do, me I go talk to you. So if you don't want me to talk to you, do what you are supposed to do. Then we not have to hear each other's voice. You love hear my voice, because me don't love talk to you. You understand? So right now, you go move from your song to your class. I don't really say move still, but go your class and them something. You understand? But at the end of the day, the youth them not understand. And you know, I tell a youth, the man for there in class, you know. And yeah, tell a youth for go in class, and the man, I go on bend up him face. The toughest way and them things there. And then we don't really play like the tough up face thing. Cause we not disrespect you. We as a gents or young man or young lady, then you do what you're supposed to do. Then what the big deal. But them don't want nobody talk to them. Zine. And then when the thing reach a level, you know, you're now getting right out that thing, so might as well. Sometimes it's on a way. But sometimes, and me know teachers in here so listen to me. See, it might sound a way, but sometimes the best thing to do is to do nothing. May I say it again? Some of my teachers them out there. Sometimes the best thing to do to these children is to do nothing to them. You understand? Because the moment you try to help them, to lead them the right way, them all get violent, and then a portion of things can happen and you're not going to get no right out of it. So, as I said, it's on a way, but the reality what we're facing this thing, sometimes the best thing to do is to do nothing. Yeah, man. Because some people don't understand this, you know. And a war zone out there, brother. You understand? You have a fit. But I kind of get old, so my fitness not high again. You understand? Me, DeAndre, me, sir. You look like, when I always look like I don't want to find grey hair put in my head. You understand? And that me realize I don't want to do. You don't want me to do this and be that. Me, sir. Alright. Me still a young youth and I have life to live. See? Now, one next thing where Jamaicans tend to can't understand is that them fi slow down on the road. You understand? Everybody is in a rush. Everybody is in haste. Everybody somewhere to go. Where a runway. And subsequent to that, we continue to speed toward deaths. Road deaths approach 350 year to date. So the number of persons killed on Jamaica's roadways this year is closing in on the 350 mark with just over 2 months remaining. I remember say the good old December na reach around it, you know. Because we know with December, Christmas time, everything rum in a rum. You understand? Rum in a year. Rum in a your sheet. Rum in a everything come December. The reality is that the number of accidents in and around the festive period is normally high. And if we don't reach December yet, then it thing worrying like. So a total of 346 persons have died in motor vehicle crashes since January 1st this year, according to the latest report by the Road Safety Unit in the Ministry of Transport. This represents, so like rumming I mean, water, you know. This represents a 17% spike when compared to the 295 road deaths recorded for the corresponding period last year. So Jamaica recorded a total of 389 road deaths last year. And the Road Safety Unit is now projecting that this number will increase by 7% this year. So at the end of the day, they are suggesting that when the year done, there will be a 7% increase of road fatalities over the 389 deaths recorded last year. And the report by the Road Safety Unit shows that there have been increased fatalities across several categories of road users, including children, the elderly, motorcyclists, and pedestrians. It shows that 107 motorcyclists have died in crashes this year, a 43% jump when compared with the similar period last year, and that 24 children have died on the roadways, 33% more than the corresponding period last year. So we're raping our children and killing them, and we're killing them on the road. Yeah, so I say, so we are find every reason and every way to kill off the youths them. Then me not understand. Zin, and then again now, peeps, we have a next situation where in Jamaica, our solution for everything is violence. Teach, is there a requirement to get tires checked? I don't know that there's a requirement by law, you know, but I know that when the examiner catch your road and you tell them stay away, them take off your plates them. So I suppose it is on the driver or the owner of the vehicle to service said vehicle regularly enough and to ensure that the vehicle is in tip-top shape. Because many examiners, from them take your vehicle like, and them now, you know, roll it tread on the tire, them just dig off the plate them. So then you understand. So I'm not sure if there is something in the laws of the Road Traffic Act, Zane, but I know say examiner will dig off your plate for them things here. So man normally ensures them tire up to scratch. But then some man live at the tire shop, Zane, I buy used tire because them say they can't afford new tire, and then a whole heap of little things here. So I don't know. So, in Jamaica now, we reach a stage where a badness is named. Everything a badness. Every man a bad man. You understand what I say? Every man's ego taller than the nearest light post. You understand? Broader than the nearest road. Every man head hot. No man not take no talk. No man can back down. No man can say, yo, that no worth it. Every man bad. And every man have some bad man friend. I spoke about this briefly on Friday night because I was not furnished with all the information at the time. So I would have gotten some more info, so I'm going to share it. Mobb kills man after splashing pedestrian. So imagine I know in Jamaica, you can, I mean, some of the man them need for drive look slower when it rains. Because people cannot walk on the road and start driving your car and splash them up. So, you understand? Not everybody driving yet. You feel what I say? So some of the drivers, them really and truly inconsiderate and really and truly purposeful with that splashing thing. You don't need to stop it. But the reality is that we can't in any country be comfortable with if a man splash a man a go dead. Then that don't make no sense, family. You understand? Because a man will inadvertently splash you. Him probably a drive and don't even realize how big old hole under the water. Zane? And him dropping at the hole and him splash you. He never do it for spite. But yeah, some man will do it for spite. See. But what I say still is that when you reach a stage in the country where a pedestrian gets splashed up and the driver dies, then you know say I done the thing done. Rock bottom. There's a thing in geography where in a river channel, the level at which the water in the river can no longer erode the bed of the channel is called the bedrock. At this way there now, family. Past ground zero or bedrock we gone. It can't get worse than this. The St. Andrew South Police are hunting for a man in connection with the mob killing of a motorist on Ricketts Crescent in Kingston 13 on Thursday afternoon during heavy showers. Rain was falling. The dead man has been identified as 30-year-old O'Keefe Sewell of a Chisholm Avenue address. He was accused of splashing a pedestrian before being stabbed and beaten to death by residents. This come like back in the days when they used to have some big old sound system with some big old column and racks, a million boxes. You have had instances where drivers have accidentally knocked down sound boxes and a death of them dead. Man just take them out of their car and kill them. I have known of that in the past. So this kind of take me back to that. So you know, reports are that about 5:50 p.m. Sewell was maneuvering a forklift. So apparently there was some forklift in the area when he allegedly splashed a resident along Ricketts Crescent. It's a forklift, he man try to grow on, you know. You understand? And him accidentally splashed somebody. Cause I don't know that he didn't do that on purpose. Sewell stopped. Wrong decision, family. You understand? There's where him give him life in all honesty. Him should have never stopped. See? Listen. Sewell stopped after he was hit by an object. I mean, I assume say if the object now caused him to become incapacitated and he was not able to drive, then fine. But it sound like him stopped because he was hit. The reality is that no wise. You understand? Keep driving. One no cost life, no cost nothing. So apparently somebody fling sitting. I don't know what them lick him with. Me assume it's a stone. See? So Sewell stopped after he was hit by an object thrown by a resident. The gleaner understands. So after him stopped now, there was some heated verbal exchange. During a dispute, Sewell was set upon by other residents. Some stabbing him in his back. You hear what them stab the man? You hear what the coward them stab the man in his back? The man them not even have... I don't even know the word, you know. The man them stab the man in his back. I hide and I stab the man. Some stabbing him in his back. So he fell to the ground. While floored, while on the ground, the mob threw building blocks on Sewell's head. He was pronounced dead at the Kingston Public Hospital. The St. Andrew South Police have listed a man known as Andre or Conman. Here we go again. Be careful of the names you answer to. The names we answer to influence our psyche, whether consciously or subconsciously. The man named Conman, then him can't sensible. How a man when named Conman fi be a model citizen of the country? Right now, it better than the name politician. Because at them are Conman. You feel me? So the police am look for Andrea Conman. Conman, do the right thing. As you good as I watch, you good as hear a teacher will talk about it. Do the right thing, brother. You understand? The police them want to talk to you. So circle one station quick and fast. You feel me? They are encouraging him. Let me do the same thing too. To turn himself over to the Hunts Bay police. He just got to the nearest one, brother. We reach on Hunts Bay eventually. Immediately for questioning. But me I say I know enough peeps. It's a mob. So how come it's just con man alone them I look for? Because the reality, you know, peeps. This is not jungle justice, you know. This is madness. It's not like the man going to the community go kill somebody or rape somebody or steal something. The man a drive a vehicle. The man a try negotiate a forklift that apparently was in the road. It was raining. Inadvertently, I am assuming he splashed a pedestrian. Somebody take something, fling in a car and lick the man. Him for continue drive still, but him stop. You know, egos are flare now. Him probably feel him ego a flare to that of the driver because him come from Chisholm Avenue too. So him probably, in all honesty, probably a push off a little bad man thing too, cause a Chisholm me come from. You feel what I say? While the man them down a Ricketts Crescent now, I say, I de say thing there. So I don't know a con man get involved, but them want to talk to him. So apparently con man, I don't know if it's con man lick him. I don't know if Scan Man stab him. I don't know if it's Scan Man drop black in his head. But them want to talk to Can Man. You feel what I say? How can you end up taking a man's life because him splash up somebody? With some raw tap on the road. Like me get splash already. Then what me I go do? Run down man and kill them, sir. Me not go dry off myself and beard. Then walk on. Damien White, speak up yourself and your brother. You know I appreciate that something, you know. See, in Barry J, that me I said, driver, don't stop at all. Him shouldn't stop. I guess somebody, him lick when get him probably feel like, say, he want to defend it like. So there were so many things about this that is wrong. But that's how we're there as a nation people. So right now, when we're in a fall, you better you just nobody drive no vehicle. Because you're going to splash up a man and you're dead like. See? And in the same breath, the driver them need to be a little bit more considerate when we're in a fall. You can't drive 100 miles per hour pan a flooded street. People are get splashed up. You understand? Uno for do better too, man. But then, consequently, you can't get splashed up and a man lose him life because he get splashed neither. So there's no right and a wrong, brother. On no side I think. But I mean I tell you, brother. You can imagine. You are drive, you are try grow on a forklift. When you grow on that forklift, you accidentally splash somebody. Somebody flew one stone in your car and lick you. See? Because if me a driver, I splash somebody, me apologize to the person. You understand? But then you go as a try apologize to some man and then kill it too. Time next thing. So in other country, you don't even know if you react to certain things more time. So better you just take with yourself. You feel what I say? Because right now, you man them dark like. Me cheer back here, so. Me Spotsy Brown, true thing. Enough time I want to seal one battle. A true thing, Miss Brown. Me get splash already and me get dark like. But then me just go take off my clothes and bathe like. You understand? I'm cooler. Because at the end of the day, what you go do? Me know man fling them phone in a windscreen already because driver splashed them. You understand? And then Jabba, where you did family, everything good. The two communities are closely linked, minutes apart. Chances are they know each other. That's a next thing to you, Jabba. See, I hope you're good in a family. Long time I don't see the man. Dale Garden, where you deal with? Dale say I got a beard a few Saturdays ago. So I didn't even know what type of vehicle it was. Big up yourself in a father deal. Hope everything good in the youth. You understand? Thanks for the contribution, Miss Brown. I appreciate that support something there. It we ain't man, but some of the drivers them deal inconsiderate, man. Them need for understand, so look here, man. Not because you drive and a man a walk, you're better than a man. Slow down, man. You understand? Be respectful, man. You see? You, the man where you splash up good as have him carry it when he probably there garage. You're in park, some man a walk or something. You don't know that. You understand me? I say, so at the end of the day, boy, I don't know, things that are way start. So you know, peeps, also on Friday night we spoke about a situation where one security guard killed another security guard while they were on duty on a location somewhere upon the North Coast. I don't remember if a sentence, I don't want to tell you a lie. Seeing, this is the security guard who would have died. When you look on this, you see a young boy. This year. You understand what I say? Security guard who was shot dead by a colleague in Trelawney identified. The security guard who was shot and killed during an argument with a guard from another company has been identified. He is Akeem Williams. Boy, I mean, I tell you, say Williams surname, boy. No matter how you try. Boy, I teach. I pick up 2 big stone for couple driver already still, you know. I never reach so far as taking up stone at Andrew Ramos. I not telling a lie, but I get splash already still. You understand? But I never two major stone them thing. I did feel a way in myself like suck out back juice type of way. But then what you gonna do? You understand? Your driver didn't even tap and look at me, but him probably it's a good thing he didn't do that too, because then time I did young and dark like, you know. But no stone in there around the section there at the time. All I saw them did underwater, because upon Ackley Park Road they were full up of water when the rain drizzle. You see? I just step my splash and go back on my yard go bathe. My name but I gonna work still. You understand? This a youth a young boy. Zane, so his name is Akeem Williams. Reports are that Williams was employed to KJSL and a security guard from Marksman, which is a part of the Guardsman group, were at a hotel construction site in Trelawney on Friday morning when an argument developed between them. Reports are that soon after the argument started, an explosion was heard. Zane, police, Zane, reports are that soon after the argument started, I don't know what them did argue over, an explosion was heard. Police later arrived at the location and Williams was found suffering from a gunshot wound. The injured guard was rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead, while the alleged attacker has since been taken into custody. So I do not know if Williams was also an armed guard, and if such, had he pulled his weapon. I don't know. A whole heap of questions I have to ask here, so. Zane, but you look on it, it's a young little youth, and then you have to give the youth's props too. It's a little youth where probably couldn't get involved in the violence, but him dep on the 9 to 5 I try to hustle for himself. So I have to give him a little credit for that. You feel what I say? But then now, why 2 security guard need for in an altercation on a work site? What am I talking about? Nobody never did ever tell them to tap. You understand why one man feel like him the need to pull a gun? So one young little youth will try to make a life for himself, lose him life. One security guard will try to make a life for himself, life probably mash up, you know. Then it don't make no sense. You feel what I say? It don't make no, but as me I say, all of the man them ego big so. No man not take no talk. Every man a bad man, and what's if a man have a gun and know whether legal or illegal, then him a go squeeze. You understand what I say? So, I don't know. So when I obituary part, I think I know people. So I could get out of that little section and quick and fast now. You feel me? Vendor killed in Mandeville. Mandeville get hot. And somebody said Friday night but teach Mandeville wasn't supposed to be the the returning residents' haven. Peaceful and cool. Not anymore. Police detectives are investigating the murder of a male vendor at a Mandeville Plaza on Sunday morning. This morning. The deceased has been identified as 38-year-old Jermaine Chin, otherwise called Indian. I'm named Chin and then call him Indian. Alright, never mind. Zane reports are that passersby stumbled on Chin's motionless body about 5 a.m. The police were alerted and on their arrival, the body was seen with multiple stab wounds and the throat slashed. A large crowd converged at the scene until the body was removed to the morgue. So apparently Chin, our Indian, is a vendor. Zine, so was it a case of robbery? Was it a case of extortion? Was it a case of, I don't know, madness, sadness, badness? Man shot dead on Maxwell Avenue. And then you know Maxwell Avenue go. If that man come from Maxwell Avenue, our next war that down there. It might sound a way, but I saw it go. You understand? This picture is not necessarily related to this particular incident, but it's a picture of Maxwell Avenue when shooting going down there. Or parts of Maxwell Avenue, yeah? So the police are probing the shooting death of a man on Maxwell Avenue, Kingston 13 on Saturday. He is 33-year-old Ruel Coley, a decorator of 50th Street, Rema in Kingston 12. So reports from the Hunts Bay police are at about 10:40 a.m. Coley was walking along the roadway, the said roadway, when he was pounced upon by armed men who opened gunfire at him. The police were summoned and upon arrival found Coley with gunshot wounds to the upper body. So the scene was processed and the body removed to the morgue for a post-mortem. Investigations continue. Ah, boy. I don't know, I want to go to my bed. I'm tired of foolishness. Yeah, so, like, when I think about it more time, big up to the people that want to watch the stream. When I think about it more time and teach a state of emergency down there, that is so true, Miss Delisa. You understand? When I think about it more time, I just get dejected. You understand? Depressed. Conductor charged for allegedly robbing students at gunpoint. Yo, I don't know. Star. A man who allegedly robbed 3 students at gunpoint in St. Anne earlier this month has been arrested and charged by the police. So the police say Marlon Cunningham, a 21-year-old bus conductor of K Valley and York Castle Drive in the parish, has been charged with illegal possession of firearms and robbery with aggravation. Cunningham is scheduled to appear before the St. Anne Parish Court tomorrow. According to allegations, the students were held up at gunpoint about 7 p.m. as they walked on a footpath in Brownstone, also in St. Anne, on the 3rd of October. The Brownstone police say Cunningham was arrested during an operation on October 10. According to the police, he was placed on an identification parade and was formally charged after he was pointed out by the students. And a good as students for the man transport from time to time, you know. Ah, boy. On Friday night, we spoke about a man who get must be 15 years for setting the house with him wife and him with him common law wife and him children aboard on fire, trying to resist arrest after police accuse him of robbing somewhere. He said the police not lock him up before, so him kill everybody. Man charged with killing girlfriend and setting house ablaze has been remanded. This is a different story. So a Mason, he need to build some sense to himself. A Mason who is suspected to have killed his girlfriend and then set their house ablaze with her body inside was remanded in custody when he appeared in court. The incident occurred in Accompong Town, St. Elizabeth, last year. Steve Green of Accompong Town appeared in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court recently. He was charged with murder in relation to the death of 39-year-old businesswoman Marsha Lennon. He was also charged with arson. The case file remains incomplete. As a result, Green was ordered to be retaken to court by the police on the 28th of November. The police reported that about 6:30 a.m. on Friday, the 23rd of March 2018, residents saw the house on fire and summoned the police and the fire brigade. A team from the Santa Cruz fire station responded. that because some of the road for go up a compound from Lacovia there so. Not really nice like that. So the fire truck must have done well for reach up there so cooling down operation because they also them burn down before them reach up there. I would have gone to a compound a few months ago and boy me I tell you understand some of the road are one way traffic. See? Sometimes if one car catch you have to reverse like about 1 good 5 minutes for allow one car to pass you. So now, a team from the Santa Cruz fire station responded and while conducting cooling down operations, the remains of Lennon were found under a burnt-out mattress in the house she shared with Green. The accused man was found unconscious with several burns to his body outside the burning house and was taken to hospital. So apparently he tried to kill himself too. But the heat gets so much he probably run out. See? And lose consciousness. So now, a post-mortem examination later confirmed that Lennon had been killed before the house was set on fire. Now, following a probe, Green was arrested and charged for the killing. So the man killed him woman and tried to kill himself. When will they learn? Never, apparently. See, I look for you. Okay. So peeps, you know one of the biggest news items recently. I'm not even doing an individual video on it. Cause sometimes I can't keep up and sometimes I'm tired. You understand? Sometimes I come in from work and I'm frost like. I'm probably going to do a video about it because I have been, I start a series recently where I've been revisiting some strange cases in that would have been tried in our courts with rulings that defies logics in some instances. I would have done the Kentucky Kid one first. Today I did the X6 murder trial thingy. I know some people say, yo, teach, be careful and them something there. Family, boy, I don't know if you tell them about that. We just do what we are doing, like, we live a life. In Jamaica, where they do things or you don't do things, man just come kill you. Man kill you because you drive your car and you splash up water upon people. Man kill you because you're sick and you got a doctor and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. So at the end of the day, then all I did in that video was to make reference to information that is public knowledge that would have been published by our major newspapers. Yeah? So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I think? We don't live a life in a fear, none at all. We live a life. You see me? Because the reality is that in a Jamaica, whether you do or you not do, then trouble will find you. Don't. That's one of them things. So you can go watch that video there. See, so I think probably I'll look at the Mario Dean case one of them time. I know some people are going to say, yo, teach, look on the cartel case again. Then we don't know what you say. The Dexter Street, yeah, I definitely will have to look at this one. Zane, Strawberry, Tash, well, go on Empress, everything good, mommy. I don't remember if I ever see Tash in the live stream before, and Tash ever come across here before, miss. Peeps, Tash subscribe to the channel from The Devil Was a Boy. Now the devil turned big man like I mash up the world and she's still there. Big up yourself, Tash. You understand what I say? I appreciate the support. Zane, and them something there. The Dexter Street situation now is another curious case where the case would have been dropped against a number of alleged gangsters, Zane, who would have been driving fear in residents in Westmoreland for a long time. Now, the case, like many others, would have been pinned on a solitary prosecution witness. Just like the X6 murder trial case. So there was a star witness, the driver of the Toyota Succeed, the Pro Box, Wainwright. He decided, say, the statement that you would have given to police is no longer something where he want to stick to. So he changed his story in the middle of the trial and the prosecution was left hanging. And they decided that it made no sense to proceed because if they were depending on the main witness to place the accused at the crime scene at the time and he's no longer cooperating. Even though they had some 16 to 28 witnesses to come, they are saying that the case depended largely on his testimony and him corroborating the police report. So that was that. You have a gang, a gang, and as me say, under the anti-gang legislation act, then something wrong with the act. The act not act right, because we continue to see this piece of legislation that is very often touted by the government as one of the tools that is being used to fight against crime and criminality, as they are of the view that most of the violence in this country is being perpetrated by gangs. And if most of the violence is being perpetrated by gangs and the anti-gang legislation is weak, then what will happen to these gangs? So they will be taken off the streets for a few months, go in front of the court, and then guard them yard. So we're keeping an eye out on the Uchen's Wilson gang situation, where a ruling is expected sometime in January of next year. There's also a situation where one faction of the Klansman gang is currently in front of the courts. So we'll see how that one goes as well. So in this case, the Dexter Street gang case, there was a single witness where the prosecution was relying on. Seeing he was allegedly a member of the gang, but him kind of turned upon them. So they were depending on his testimony for a conviction. It turns out that he is nowhere to be found, and he is believed to have died. So now, subsequently, the case has died with the star prosecution witness. Now, how nonsensical is it to be building a case, and a case against a portion of men, and in order to secure a conviction in that case, you are relying on a single person? There is no forensic evidence to support your case, to support the prosecution's case, the Crown's case. Zane, and you are relying on a solitary witness. And we know how Jamaica go with a witness situation here. Many witnesses would have died in this country. Sad to say. Also, this prosecution witness would have refused the witness protection program. We have heard many a times that, but Johnny, I know Paula do investigation, Johnny, police them do investigation, though. So me don't know. See, I suppose the DPP's office should have been smart enough to know that, should have been experienced enough to know that you can't one witness go to court and expect a conviction. So alright, fine. So the DPP's office again. Alright, Johnny boy. Johnny H. Me nah fight that one. No. There have been horror stories of the witness protection program. Zane, so many persons might not be readily willing and rearing to go and become a part of the Jamaica Witness Protection Program, as many persons who are in the programs would have spoken out publicly, and the life kind of rough like. You understand? Many persons want to come out of it who would have volunteered to be a part of it in the past. So we need to look at the program and see how best we can improve the offerings there to encourage more people to come forward. Because at the end of the day, when you become a part of the witness protection program, it's your whole life rearrange and change. You understand? So now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force says it is making it abundantly clear that solid police work was done in the preparation of the case against the alleged Dexter Street or Middle East gang members. So Dexter Street, them also call themselves Middle East gang. The JCF statement is in response to the case against the alleged gangsters being withdrawn by the prosecution recently last week due to the absence of the main Crown witness. The constabulary says it is making it clear that every effort was made by the police to have the individual placed under the witness protection program. However, despite its best efforts, the individual resisted police protection and eventually disappeared altogether. The constabulary is thanking all the hardworking investigators and prosecutors who worked on this matter. You always hear that no matter, even when the cases them fall through. During the Patrick Powell case, the officer of the DPP commend every prosecutor. The police commissioner commend every investigator in the case. So when are we going to stand up and say, look here, man, somebody dropped the ball and either the DPP's office or the investigators did something wrong and we need to fix it for the future. All I continue to hear is that the prosecution did a wonderful job and the star witness became hostile, so we had to discontinue the case. We hear from the JCF say the police investigators did a wonderful job creating an airtight case, and a file that was submitted to the DPP was enough to effect a conviction. Then how come the man them keep on and walk? Wavell Smith, blessings in the family. You say you just reach in. Now say a word, you know. You say I buy away in the class. We don't really take bribes still in the family, but we can use it buy 2 more chairs, so when you come later you can get seat for sit down. Big up yourself. You know what I mean? Yes, I. Manners and respect. See? So now, yeah, brother, because that would have been, that is a thing now enough in there where witnesses are giving testimony via video link from remote locations. I don't know that. You understand what I say? But now, what me I say now, Finar, bro, is that me always hear say the prosecution, the DPP's office did a wonderful job. Me I hear say the investigators them do a wonderful job. So what the problem there? You understand? So now, the constabulary is thanking all the hardworking investigators and prosecutors who worked on the matter. See? The 19 alleged members of the Westmoreland-based gang walked free in the Supreme Court last week. The so-called gangsters were taken before the Supreme Court in 2017 on charges of being part of a criminal organization. Meanwhile, the JCF says its commitment continues to be the provision of thoroughly investigated cases submitted to the prosecution with good supporting evidence, as well as the protection of the rule of law in Jamaica. The JCF says it remains committed to keeping Jamaicans safe. The constabulary says its members are undaunted in the fight against gang violence and organized crime in Jamaica. It says the constabulary is confident that justice will be delivered in the 12 major gang-related cases currently before the courts. Them seem very confident. And this one you drop like a mice a drop out a rooftop back in the days. Boof! Boy, I don't know. But then now, the flip side of that is that the residents in Dexter Street are now fearful peeps. Give me a minute then now. You understand? Soon circle. Don't go nowhere now.
What we do here is go back.
who in here get trouble? Yeah, peace. We there back. So a follow up to that now is that Dexter Street residents are now fearful after alleged gangsters would have been released. So news of the release of 19 alleged Dexter Street gang members on Tuesday has sent shockwaves throughout Westmoreland, but more so with the community of the same name in Savannah Lamar. Yeah? So now, when this publication visited the community on Wednesday, there were barely any community members to speak to. Probably them gonna walk. Zane, a shopkeeper, said that residents feared for their lives. What is it now? Let me fix this. I said I'm a gang member. But since the police locked them up, the entire community in a peace. All the war and firing a gun stopped, the shopkeeper said. Before most of them youth they get locked up. Enough night I have to hide under my bed because of gunshot. And every minute a pure gang war. But since them they are jail, Dexter Street come in like a paradise. That mean, say, them I did the problem. Shopkeeper, you're brave. Big up yourself, shopkeeper. An elderly woman said that she was broken-hearted at their release. Just when everything started come back to normal at Dexter Street, and we picnic them can walk on road safe again. We see the boy them appear back in the place. Everybody start fret. Some people even I think for start move out of the community. Because them don't plan to go through what them got through already. Only God can help we now. Wow. So the commanding officer for the Westmoreland area, Superintendent Gary Mackenzie, said the police did a good job in putting the matter before the court. Unfortunately, the matter did not go through because of a witness, and they are now back in the space, he said. They were being monitored, and it was a reason why they were first arrested. He assured residents that the police are aware of the peace and comfort they have been enjoying. It is likely based on the reputation of some of these persons that there could be acts of violence, he said. The parish is under a state of public emergency and we have certain strategies and tools which we will use. We want to say to the persons who have returned that peace and harmony is in their best favor. So on Tuesday, 15 men and 4 women. Let me repeat the last part there. 15 men and 4 women are all alleged members of the Dexter Street or Middle East gang were released when they appeared in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston. So the Westmoreland police had previously linked the alleged gang members to more than 40 murders committed within Western Jamaica since 2016. However, the changes did not stick around after the office of the charges did not stick after the office of the Director of Public Prosecution entered a null prosecute. What we pronounce that properly? Zane or null prosecute. I think that is probably Latin or something, I'm not sure. Suspending the matter indefinitely due to the non-appearance of the main crown witness. So them did have a main crown witness for this X6 trial. Him decide say him not into it. Case collapse. Next thing again, or next case, 19 people, them only have 1 witness, collapse again. Then that don't make no sense. So we now learn from our mistakes. And them good things. So we keep on, I do the same thing, I expecting to get a different result. Then you know say a madness that. Like sensible people don't do them things there. But then again, are we sensible people? You understand? And thing. May I look for one picture with a one brother before me drop the next story, cause but my good as not have it here, so I say I can search him on my computer. I know I'm good as have him somewhere about the place. All female spell. Oh, I can't use my keyboard now. Bad star, that not good. Alright, me for go in here, sir. Now my folder. Why technology thing come like relationship sometimes, I just mash up your life like. You understand? What him name again? I not tell you what him name until you see him picture. We're going to talk about some people here now. You understand? And what time in I dance? Yeah, we can probably stream for our next, like, local time. And if him start with no, yeah. You know, me must have a folder with him, man. We don't know, man. What picture do we want to use? Why me can't find a picture there? Alright, but never mind. We don't have no good picture of the fellow. Me use that one here. Alright, we're going to use that one here. See how that one here look. Yeah, so we are talking about Flyer Greenlee, but that picture the pixelated bad. We can't use that one. I could try to use it. Yeah, see, brother, yeah. I have one next picture. I don't know which I will find it. See how that one here look. Nah. Hey man, you all a man picture them frazzle out family. But alright, so make we move on. So you know, we talk about Flyer Greenlee before. Flyer Greenlee was the former general manager of Petrojam, Petroscam. He would have been asked to leave Petrojam, fired, I don't know. And he has since taken Petrojam to the Industrial Dispute Tribunal over a separation, wanting about $140 million. Zane, KD nighttime lawyer. You understand? So Floyd Greenlee drags Petrojam to Industrial Dispute Tribunal over a separation. Zane, so the former Petrojam general manager has taken the oil refinery to the Industrial Dispute Tribunal. This was confirmed, I think, both Thursday or Friday. During Friday's sitting of the Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee. So according to Petrojam, the separation was mutually agreed. So the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Energy made the revelation. Carol Palmer said that Greenlee left Petrojam in 2018 as a result of the Petrojam scandal. He was paid just over $3 million after deductions and non-disclosure agreement as part of his package. So I never know say him did sign a non-disclosure agreement. And you see, this is the thing, you know. We are investigating one of the biggest corruption scandals in the nation's history. And two of the figureheads down at Petrojam would have been paid off, and in their separation thing, they would have signed non-disclosure contract. So them can't talk about nothing we go on down there, so. Boy, me I tell you, and we say we serious about fighting corruption. What kind of non-disclosure agreement the man them a sign? What you mean? So who are going to talk the things them? Yeah? So everything shall be a secret for 70 years. Never mind. 20 years. According to the acting general manager, Tyrell Morgan, his separation was mutually arrived at based on correspondence Mr. Greenlee had with the Petrojam chairman, Paul Ho. He says the chairman then informed Greenlee his contract would be terminated. So we are watching and see. I do not know if KD Knight is representing him at the Industrial Tribunal, but I know that if the matter go court, he has retained KD Knight. Zane, so he might take it in on a different level. So now, peeps, this is a story that I would have spoken about at length during Wednesday night calling program, where you know we kind of preface the calls them with the information. Now, here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. The situation in relation to former senator, former education and information minister, seconded principal of Jamaica College, former Jamaica Teacher Association president, and former Jamaica Labour Party caretaker for the St. Ann Northwest constituency, Ruel Adolphus Cornelius Reid. Mr. Reid's attorney, well, is and also Fritz Pinnock, president of Maritime University. Mr. Wildman, who is representing, are part of the legal team of Fritz Pinnock, and by extension probably Ruel Reid, would have come out guns blazing recently, shooting from the hip, saying that he would have filed on behalf of his client a motion in the court of appeal to get a judicial review to throw out all the charges and allegations laid against his clients, as he is contending that the FID, the Financial Investigations Division, led by one Robin Sykes, which is this gentleman here, would have blundered in arresting Ruel Reid and company, because as he says, the FID is only an investigative body and do not have the authority or the powers to arrest or charge anybody. That is what Mr. Something there said. And I was to discuss this some more Friday night, but light it go. So I know some people never find the call-in stream. So we are going to run through it like. Zine? So Kerry J, that is the first question when me ask. Mocha was there. So if Mocha was there, then what is the big alabalu about? What Mr. Pinnock, what Mr. Wildman is saying, and I don't know if these are wild claims. Pun intended. Zine, but Miss Donnie Lissa said teach the lawyer have a good track record. Check it. Make we see. Zine? The thing that Wildman is saying is that the arrest, even though Mocha was present, the arresting officers were members of the FID. And as far as the rule says that governs the FID is that they don't have arresting powers. That is what Mr. Wildman is saying. And as I have said before, Mr. Wildman is a lawyer, and Mr. Wildman is doing what lawyers do. They be lawyers. They try to find any loophole and wiggle room to get their clients acquitted. That is what Mr. Wildman gets paid for. Gets paid for. That is what he is doing. So no issue with that. See, he's saying that based on the Court of Appeals Indicom ruling not so long ago that says Indicom has no arresting powers or the ability to lay any charges against anybody, those are the same parameters and guidelines that governs the FID as it is an investigative body. However, there have been contending views on the matter. As Mr. Wildman would have spoken, so would have the head of the FID, Robin Sykes. No imitation cops, says the FID boss, which is this fellow here. Zine, he has gone as far as to dismiss Wildman's bid to throw out Ruel Reid's case. So Chief Technical Director of the Financial Investigations Division, Robin Sykes, has said that members of the Constabulary Financial Unit, CFU, comprising police personnel, arrested and charged former Education Minister Ruel Reid and his co-accused. So he is saying that it is not actually FID personnel per se, but members of the CFU, which is the Constabulary Financial Unit, which is made up of all police officers. Zane, teach, good night. Way past my bedtime. I have to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning for work. And it is after 11 now. Good night, everyone. Okay, Miss Mark, good night. I understand how the thing go. Get some rest and have a productive week. Thanks so much for the contribution. Blessings. So now, Sykes' assertion contradicted declarations made hours before by attorney at law Hugh Wildman, who filed an application for a judicial review on behalf of Reid and the Caribbean Maritime University Professor Fritz Pinnock to challenge the charges laid against them and to have them quashed. Yeah? The charges would have been laid by the Constabulary Financial Unit attached to the FID And they, the FID, not the FID, the CFU are a part of CTOC, the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, Sykes said. Our police work is carried out by the Constabulary Financial Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So that is one viewpoint to counter what Mr. Wildman said. See? Now, according to court documents obtained, the men are contending that the FID was not empowered by law to bring the charges against them, and therefore the FID acted illegally. They further argued that the FID was purely an investigative body and did not have the legal authority to bring charges against them or to obtain a fiat from the Director of Public Prosecutions to prosecute them. And the fiat is permission granted by the DPP's office to afford independent lawyers the ability to prosecute a case. See? What Wildman is saying is that a fiat cannot be granted to an agency or an entity. It can only be granted to an individual. See? So, what Sykes has said here so now is that Wildman has said some wild things. Zane, the accused are seeking a number of declarations, about 14 of them, from the court, including one that the proceedings before Senior Parish Judge Vaughn Smith on October the 10th, that was a bail application in the Corporate Area Criminal Court, be deemed illegal, null, and void, and of no effect. See, so during a press conference in the St. Andrew office, Wildman sought to discredit the case against his client, which he previously likened to a big gun without bullets. He said, "You would have heard when I said it was like a big gun without a bullet. Well, now that one examines these charges in law, I would say that it is not a big gun without a bullet. It is nothing but an imitation gun. It lacks any legal life. It is a nullity. We are contending that these charges must be quashed by way of a judicial review because the FID have exceeded their authority," he said. But a former prosecutor who requested to remain anonymous said that she is certain that the FID followed the prescribed protocol when the body arrested and charged the accused. She said the police attached to the FID. Them are police. So if they are police, they are members of the JCF, are empowered by sections 15, 16, and 17 of the Constabulary Act. We need to read them section there, which details under what circumstances the police can arrest with or without a warrant. The former prosecutor said that the actions of the FID and cooperating agencies should stand up to scrutiny at a judicial review. You understand? So that was one of the big stories last week. So this is now Wildman trying to get his clients off the hook. Guilty or not. I suppose that is what lawyers do. Miss Dawn Delissa said, "Teach, no worry, because you Wildman don't have a track record of winning any cases." Well, he would have won some cases though. We'll see how this one goes. Zine, so the judicial review, if it is granted, I have no idea when it will run. But they are supposed to return to court on the 23rd of January. They are also seeking a stay of proceedings to say that anything we go on halfway through already never go on. It never happened. In our history, it never happened. And such, if the charges are quashed, all 5 persons will possibly walk free. Yeah, because I know of a case a while, one brother where did allegedly kidnap the former chief of Jamaica Post and one female and kill them. He would have been in prison for 5 years without his case being tried. He would have taken the state to court. Wildman represented him and he would have won some $20 million. Him still get convicted still for almost 32 portion of years. Zane, so Wildman would have won some cases. Zane, but, and this is the thing, Wildman is doing his job. The FID boss is doing his job. people are do them jobs. So we see who for job is going to be done the best, and we see what I go on. You understand me? I say I don't know that these allegations by a wild man would have scared anybody. Zine and them something there. So that's the situation. We don't need to go in the whole alabalu and thing. I say them fat they would have requested 11 declarations from the courts. I would have read them Wednesday night. I'm not going to go through them, you know. You understand? So I have 2 more things I want to talk about, then I go to my bed. You know, on that Sunday night, we normally stream to about 11 o'clock. So, make we see. I know everybody have to go to work in the morning. So now, we're going back over CMU. And one of the members of the board of directors over by CMU is this lady in the yellow top, ISN Bennett. She's also the head of the Heidel group of schools out on Ferrideso. Zin? Pa Mandela de like. So, show me there now. The same committee that would have unraveled all of the CMU, Ministry of Education, something them, the PAAC, which is the Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, has threatened to subpoena Hyacinth Bennett after she was a no-show. So she should have gone to Parliament on Friday to answer questions in relation to some things over by CMU. She never reached there. So she looked like Gladys Knight and the Pimps. The scandal hit Caribbean Maritime University is back in the spotlight, with its chairman, Hyacinth Bennett, under threat of a subpoena from Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, PAAC, over her failure to appear before the committee on Wednesday. Oh, it wasn't Friday, it was Wednesday. Bennett had been invited to answer questions, but wrote to the acting permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education, Dr. Grace McLean, stating that she was unable to attend. This did not sit well with opposition members of the Oversight Committee. Southwest St. Catherine MP Fitz Jackson urged the committee to subpoena Bennett while chastising her. It is an obligation to appear before the Committee of Parliament. To come is not a choice, Jackson stated. Meanwhile, opposition members were further taken aback by the news that consultant Gail Dunwell Campbell and Othniel Lawrence, the former member of Parliament for Northwest St. Anne, were still contracted to the CMU. Zane, I pray me have them people up on picture somewhere. I find them like, cause you know we like show people when we talk about things. So that the Hyacinth Bennett situation, you understand, she never go. I don't know what did happen to her, but them must say right now she had take a Parliament for a joke. Zin. So now, the lady there in the sleeveless is Miss Gail Dunwell Campbell. She's a consultant who would have been contracted to raise funds for CMU overseas and would have paid some nice money, and some of the money end up in a bank account that was owned by this lady, Miss Doreen Miller, who was Ruel's helper, and then that money now end up being drawn from the account by somebody who was given the debit card for the account. And then this brother here so is Mr. Devon McQueen, who is Ruel driver, who them say him have catering company. Him saying leave a cook in yard. You understand? You don't know nothing about that. And then now this man is Fritz Pinnock there. So him now is Othniel Lawrence. He is the former MP, JLP MP and caretaker for Centre and Northwestern. He was given a contract, $5.5 million annual contract for 3 years to advise Fritz Pinnock. I don't know what kind of advice I give Fritz Pinnock. You understand? So now it has come to the fore that Miss Dunwell Campbell and Mr. Othniel Lawrence are still employed over by Maritime. You know, so all along me there I have good picture a Greenlee. I didn't realize. But never mind. You understand? We talk about him one next time. So listen this now, peeps. Meanwhile, opposition members are further taken aback by the news that consultant Gail Dunwell Campbell and Othniel Lawrence, the former member of Parliament for Northwest St. Anne, were still contracted to the CMU. This is despite questions being raised in the public domain about how they were contracted to the CMU in the first place, and with the still unfolding multi-million dollar corruption scandal that has led to the arrest and charge of sacked education minister and president of the CMU, Professor Fritz Pinnock. Acting CMU president Ibrahim Ajugona told the PAAC on Wednesday that Donwell Campbell has not been paid in 10 months. The last payment that was made to her was in December of 2018. And since then, there has been no other payment. There has been no deliverable from the individual. And there has been no submission in the form of an invoice or payment, the acting president said. So the PAAC was told that in June, that Donwell Campbell, let me try, probably should then just make it stay, because then I could just change it and can't find one picture I want. See, I have so many pictures these days and me myself confused. But I never want a picture with the DPP on it still. You understand? Because this now have nothing to do with chi right now. I mean, know some people, when they see a picture, them skin catch a fire. Right, Johnny H. And DeAndre Small. So let me try find one picture where I represent all of the people that my fingers are pine pan from a long time. Zane, let me see how that one here look. Boom. Oh, miss. Yeah, man, everybody there, so. Oh, I drive and I did so, Mr. McQueen. But alright. So we can find film thing if we want it. You understand? Let me see how that one here look. We're full of picture, you know. Yeah? Yeah, alright. We can run with this sweet time being. So that me I tell you, man. Zane? The 4 P's them. Pastor, politician, police, and parlor. No. I don't know, we just like DeAndre and something there all the time. Yeah, I mean. We say the driver say, man, I don't even cook. I know him says, I meet just like get trouble, brother. Him never says, me says so. You understand? Him man say him not a catering company, so all them say him a provide food and him doing the cook in him yard. We you say in prison, we you say a 5p now, Johnny. Zine? Alright. Make we continue now. It says now, the PAAC was told in June that Donwell Campbell was paid almost $15 million. Listen to this. The PAAC was told that this lady in black over here, so beside Ruel, who's a consultant, was paid almost $15 million, with a substantial portion being paid over to a third party who was connected to the CMU. So she get $15 million, but then the $15 million then was diverted back to somebody connected to the CMU. The third party in question was Miss Doreen Miller, which is this lady beside Fritz Pinnock, who is Ruel's helper like. Zin? Who was identified as being the household helper for the former education minister. Them money I make billions of dollars and still I get helper with taxpayer pay for. I mean, I make babysitting fee and me can get one helper in my yard. Well, my house are big enough for people cleaning like. But alright, watch out now. As it relates to Lawrence, which is Othniel right here, so, the former MP was contracted to the CMU. Listen to this now. About 2 months before he was replaced by Reid as Jamaica Labour Party caretaker candidate for the Northwest St. Anne, a seat he previously represented in Parliament. In May, while appearing before the PAAC, Pinnock defended the hiring of Lawrence on a $5.4 million a year contract, insisting it was above board. All aboard, all aboard. On Wednesday, the CMU's acting president told the PAAC that Lawrence's contract was the only one of its kind at the institution. That's not surprising. He said it would be difficult to terminate without opening up the university to litigation. It is very difficult for the contract to be terminated without the university incurring additional liability. The legal opinion is that we may have to allow the contract to ride out itself, Ajugona said. The CMU has found itself at the center of a multi-million-dollar corruption scandal. I don't know the whole lyrics. You understand? And them things. So we are going to look now closely at the contractual situation with brother, this man here, Zane, at the front there, so. And then we call it a night. So, the CMU contract dilemma. And we said that the acting president says arrangement with former MP is difficult to terminate. But then, I don't know, because I'm not a legal thing for anything. So the government may not be able to get out of its multi-million-dollar 3-year contract with former MP Othniel Lawrence, according to advice from the Attorney's General Office, as well as Internal Counsel for the Caribbean Maritime University. You hear that? And the Attorney General Office said that, you know, plus the legal representatives of the CMU, you know. So the contract came into effect in April of 2018, where he was receiving $5.5 million per annum. So the response, CMU said the response that they got from 3 legal luminaries is that the contract is a hybrid type of contract. Hey, so it use gas and battery. That contract, they can't run out of energy. So if a gas run out of battery powered hybrid, take poor people for fool, you know. That man tell you not to. You understand? It is a contract for service, but there are other items in relation to what is provided to the individual, which makes it look also like full employment. You hear that piece? I'm going to read about that again, you know, because sometimes some simple things slip by away, you know. It says that the contract is a hybrid type of contract. I don't know if no hybrid contract. It is a contract of service, but there are other items in relation to what it provides, to what is provided to the individual, which is Othniel Lawrence. I don't know what is provided to Mr. Lawrence. I probably need to find out. Zane, what is provided to the individual, which makes the contract appears to look like full employment. The legal opinion is that we may have to allow the contract to ride out itself. But if it's a hybrid contract, it can ride all other things too, not only itself. So the acting president said there are currently no contracts of this nature in force at the CMU. I never did need the acting president to tell me that. I couldn't tell you, sir, there is no other contract like that at the CMU. You understand? Kerry J says she want behave like Dovey Magnum. She want ball out. She can't hold it, she a ball out. She says she not ball out still. The youth them good as up. No peeps. The whole genesis of the contract is this. I said this already. I'm willing to stand by this. I don't normally make allegations and cast aspersions, you know. You understand? But watch this. Put on all about my glass. Protect me eye. Corey Davis say free world boss. Alright, my general. We look into it. You understand? Watch me now. It don't take nobody with the size of my head fi figure out your head now fi big like mine. Say the possibility, go on hold it here, Empress. So the possibility is that Othniel Lawrence would have come into this contract as possible reward for vacating his role as caretaker for the Northwest St. Anne constituency so that one Ruel Cornelius Adolphus Reed could fill it. Because remember, say initially, this man, Othniel Lawrence, had taken the JLP to court, or said he was going to take the JLP to court, as he was of the opinion that his service as a politician was not yet up. And he had more to give to the constituents. And him not leave it. But lo and behold, 2 months after Ruel Reid was declared as the caretaker for the very contentious caretaker job, this man was announced as advisor to Professor Fritz Pinnock. And the man get a hybrid contract. Now, the legal luminaries, of which I am not, are suggesting that it is best to allow said hybrid contract to ride itself out. Lawrence received payments from the university up to September 25th, according to the Ministry of Education submission to the PAAC committee. And yeah. You understand? It is also believed that Othniel Lawrence was employed without going through a formal interview process. As there was no board involvement in the employment process of Othniel Lawrence. How come? As JPS would then ask. It was not an advertised position. There was no interview. So basically, Othniel Lawrence was handpicked by whomever to become advisor to the president of the Caribbean Maritime University, receiving a salary of $5.5 million annually. Somebody just do the maths and say $458,333 per month. Unpicked. No interview. No application. No board involvement. Then you tell me. Lenky G, big up yourself and the family. You know, we appreciate the support in the brother. And we appreciate the monetary contribution. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Greatly appreciated, brother. Feel what I say? Yes, I. See it? No, peeps. You know, see, say, a dolly or something. Eh? You know, see, say, a Jim Screechy thing. And not the Jim Screechy where Spice like. One Jim Screechy where I just Jim and Jim. No Jim and Jill. You understand? Plus host of benefits and perks. When I can remember say the hybrid contract would appear that he is a full-time employee and not just on a contract. Miss Dawn Delissa said the Prime Minister buy the seed for read. But when you look on it in Miss Dawn Delissa, a CMU and the ministry in a them thing. Them wranglings and tanglings and banglings. But then a politics this name, so you never know. You understand? No, we not done it in a peeps. I don't want to go sleep, and me too, but I could finish that something here. DeAndre Small said, every one of us in a Jamaica are criminal. From the boss to the little man out the road. Boy, I don't know if me is a criminal selling a DeAndre. I don't want to think me is a criminal because I know I do not know criminal, brother. You understand me? I say, so, I don't know about the criminal or something there still. You feel me? Miss Bernadette George delete the comment. Miss Bernadette George, I say she not criminal like. You understand? Gregory White. Yeah, man, I remember that he was advisor to the Prime Minister while the Prime Minister was Minister of Education. You see? Make we finish up that something I know, peeps. Ah, boy. So not even the human resource manager over by CMU did know about the employment of Neil Lawrence and peeps. Peeps, I want to understand how serious that thing is. You know. The man just walk over CMU, go walk, you know. No interview, no application letter. The HR manager don't know about it. The board don't know about it. Only 2 people look like them know about it, and Ruel, Reed and Fritz Spinner. Couldn't don't see what go on and dance. Brother, we have some loophole that we jump through. So you say that make we criminals, brother. Boy, I still don't know about that criminal part there still. You understand? I'm looking at myself like, me not think me is that still. When you say bad man down the interview, with us cut and go through. You understand? Ross stimulant say fire upon corruption, burn them. Hush! Lava! As I will then say. Watch out now, peeps. The last line I danced. I will not go to down the dance. But I could do this. The committee, before we reach there, so chairman of the board, Isin Bennett, who then say she now go, because them want to ask her about some things we are going. See? The committee also learned, that is the PAAC, the Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee. See? Auntie. So, brother, if me can get $5 million to tell one man to do some things annually, then why me not take it? Then after me not hear that like, then my bank account can hold some money. See? Me then do my job. But me no want you just handpick me. So me want submit my application and do my interview. Because me tell people, you know, if you make me strong in one interview, you have to give me a job. If you make me start talk, you have to give me a job. If you don't want to give me a job, nobody interview me. Because if I talk, I'm going to get the job. So nobody interview me. You understand? Watch me now. Zane? The committee also learned that the contract for Gail Dunwell Campbell, which is the lady I shown earlier, in her black like sleeveless settings, that lady here, over a corner over there, so. You understand? Zin, is a Jamaican living in the United States. Is still in force, although she has not received a payment since the 1st of December 2018. Nor submitted any invoice, as I say. Dunwell has a 2-year, listen Dunwell contract now. Listen this. Dunwell has a 2-year $20 million contract with the CMU. You know how long you then take me for work $20 million as a teacher in Jamaica? Eh? Most of my life. And this lady here has a contract of $20 million for those years. 2 years. We don't look at Spanish like. Can count from 1 to about 2. 10 like. Some more. But never mind. Yeah? She has a $20 million contract with the CMU to raise funds for the university in the diaspora. I need to go try to raise some money in the diaspora, you know. You understand? For the teach them fund. Then, you understand? Within the first 7 months of the contract, Dunwell was paid over 70% of the contract sum. Listen to this, peeps. Listen to this. Peeps, listen to this. The contract is a 2-year contract. So, common sense then tell you, say, after that 2 years, they are 12 months. And if I was the boss, you then get half the first year and half the second year. This lady was given 70% of her $20 million contract in the first, not 12 months, 7 months. So just over a quarter of the life of the contract, she would have been paid not a quarter of the money or 50%, you know. Almost 75% of the money. CMU is a place to be. Eh? I wonder if I should apply for a job over CMU. Because, come like money over there, dash way. I can teach a lot of things over CMU. Amanda Jones said me lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Somebody this is a Magnum King and Queen. Our article that is published, who publish it? The Observer. The title name CMU Contract Dilemma. You can go look for it. If I'm lying, I'm flying, dying, something like that. You understand? So watch I know, peeps. Yeah? Jar England, so me not to do it. Craig Creation says CMU is the place to be. But me not tell you, Craig, there are a number of courses over CMU that I can go and lecture. Yeah? Me need to look into my life because this not hot. It's not at all. And money over CMU I give it. A man when I have a qualification can get some. So why me can't get some? Strawberry say if I'm lying, I'm dying. You see it? Teach, you don't want an advisor because it seems like you're one of the highest, like it's one of the highest paid jobs there. Do I have to do an interview or me can just start work? Because I am ready. Shani design, it look like you just need to know some people. You can't just start work so like. You understand? You good as have to know some people. You don't have to do no interview still. HR no need to know about you. The board no need to know what go on. You understand? Miss Jar England, so if you stay with her, mix up. What is work? Me go and go work for money, Miss England. You know what I mean? Lance Cook says CMU is a body trade. No, mommy, me not really not teaching thing if you choose still. As me say, I want to do my own thing. Zine, so I could finish up your now, piece. Watch what I go on here, so now. Zine, I don't want to tell a lie for nobody here, so let me tell you what I go on. Dunwell has a 2-year, $20 million contract with the CMU to raise funds for the university in the diaspora. So someone know we watch the stream, good as give Miss Dunwell some amount of money already to, you know. You understand? For CMU, like, you know, and Ruel help her good as get it. At the same time, she was also, listen this now, peeps. At the same time, she was on a $20 million 2-year contract to raise money in the diaspora for the CMU. She was also engaged by the National Education Trust, another entity which falls under the Ministry of Education. Not only that, the National Education Trust, they want agency where Ruel read disband and have them down in the Ministry of Education. And him said him they'll give the policy paper to say that anybody who are employed to the Ministry of Education cannot criticize the Education Ministry. One entity when this man already and will give a policy paper for rule pan, and the people then will go rule pan and work out of the Ministry of Education, you know. That was the first thing that get me real dark when it come on to Ruel Read, you know. When Ruel Read got talk about anybody who is employed to the Ministry of Education cannot criticize the Ministry of Education without being sanctioned. You know mad? Me say before some man me got resign and sell bag juice and banana chips, man. What me say? What you mean? Say, no matter what kind of crap the ministry I do, a teacher can't take bag juice and banana chips like specialists. Phone card, banana chips, cash it. That's some thing that but not easy, man. But Ruel Reid did have a plan because him did know say some things might come out in the future where him no want nobody to talk about, so he might try gag persons working with the ministry. There's a word in it, as one of my colleagues go there and say, you know see, imagine them going to look on me and tell me say me can criticize the Ministry of Education because they employ me. Where? Me prefer go raise hog. Sure. No understand what I go on, you know. So I come in from the pig farm at daytime, I can do one video. Keep the thing moving. You understand? Watch this now. So, Gail Dunwell Campbell was working for the Ministry of Education on two fronts, or two backs. Whichever way you want to look upon it. So she was a contractor raising money for the CMU in the diaspora, and she was also employed to the National Environment Trust. So she was, in essence, receiving 2 salaries from the ministry. One from the ministry and one from CMU, look like. I remember CMU is a government university, you know. So whichever way you look upon it, a government. So how much money was she getting for the National Environment Trust job with her $20 million? Alright. Watch this now, peeps. As it relates to Dunwell's contract with the National Environmental Trust for January 2019 to December 2020, the Education Ministry said there have been no deliverables from the consultant since the end of March. Neither any communication with the net. The permanent secretary in the Education Ministry, she's not the permanent secretary, she's acting permanent secretary. As a matter of fact, the court would have ruled recently that Dinoir Bernard, the former permanent secretary, must go back and take him job. So Grace McLean is just acting. Zane, she said she told the committee that NET has not been able to contact Dunwell Campbell to discuss the contract. So can the contract be terminated in absentia? I don't know, I just ask. Ken Prosper said we have got to try it. Yo! So peeps, we are go done the stream, but we want to talk about one more thing. Zine, I can't search for Dirk Harrison. I know I do a stream with him already, you know. But I can't find it. Dirk Harrison was former contractor general. And this is what Dirk Harrison said. Remember, this is a man who would have investigated people left, right, and center. He is saying, I'm going to change my background. But then I don't need to change my background because them people are in front of the courts for corruption allegations. So, probably fitting. So, this is the last lesson for this is the culminating activity. That you call it in your lesson plan. Teach where you teach them. Make sure the message that reach them like. Corruption will never end in Jamaica, says Dirk Harrison. Now, when a man like Dirk Harrison, you ever hear them say fish go river bottom and come back and tell us a shot down there must believe him. This is a man who know the inner runnings and operations of many of these places. Like, see, that Andrea D said Jamaica is a fantasy, but Miss Andrea, fantasy is normally beautiful for everybody there, you know. You understand? Everybody in a fantasy land, nice, but some people can't afford rice, and if you sleep with mice, and forget the money, them if you throw dice, and every day them have to ball out Jesus Christ, cause some of them asleep in a trash and awake with lice. You know what? Let me finish this and go to bed. Zin? I never know that Derek Harrison was a former prosecutor and a teacher teach me something I know enough in her. I know that he was a former contractor general. Ready or no? Zin? Recently retired Integrity Commission acting director of corruption. Oh, okay. See it if it's true, you know. I didn't read the article, you know, but I know it's the same data. Big up yourself in her. He was also the acting director of corruption prosecution. Dirk Harrison said that Jamaica will never get rid of corruption. Rastimulant, big up yourself in a family. Guidance and up on the channel, you know. What good family. And step with Jah until next time. You know what I mean? My view is that we will never ever get rid of corruption. Never. We can reduce it. We can control it. But we will never get rid of it. Harrison told a public lecture and discussion at St. Luke's Church in Crossroads, St. Andrew recently. He was responding to comments from members of the public attending the lecture on the theme, restoring a culture of integrity to transform the national perspective, hosted by the Anglican Church. That in itself is funny. However, Harrison, who related an experience he had with a custom broker who tried to encourage him to pay hold that we want. But the problem is, Mr. Harrison, the church itself is a corrupt entity. But that's the next story for you next time. He said that parliamentarians who appoint whomever they wish to public boards work within a system that offered no checks and balances, while a number of people, in order to conduct business transactions, are willing to pay to facilitate an act of petty corruption. Boy, I don't know. I don't know. So I propose that we find another way that is independent and let the church and others determine the pace. Forget about the church family. No church. Because you see police, politicians and pastor. Me not trust none of them boy, the rude boy, Ruel and pastor. And him a politician. Boy. However, he said that it would have to be linked to a policy that would ensure that there is budgetary support for a campaign to discourage corrupt activity. So what is the purpose of the Integrity Commission? When people say he has changed and he used to be such a nice guy, he really hasn't changed, you know. It is the circumstances and the opportunities around that he or she is going to react to. And he or she displays a side that you have never seen before. Mike Lewis, big up yourself, brother, guidance. It is not a new side. It is a manifestation of the opportunities and the circumstances that people thrive upon. Some things have been with us for a long time, and some things will be with us until time immemorial. You understand? This man, where did that help try to fight corruption? Say corruption not going nowhere. You understand? Because the bigger heads don't care. Because through corruption, them pocket full for years. While poor people are crying tears. You understand? But night come, bedtime. You understand? While Jamaica experience dread time. Peeps, big up on yourself. You understand? Appreciate the support. I look like a stream crash, sir. The stream crash? Did the stream crash? What happened to the stream? I don't know. But big up to the people them. You understand? It did. Oh, see the stream crash. I know it did crash. Because 300 people there watch me look while I know me look and I see nobody like. I mean, I want to go on. You understand? But we there said we. So peace, big up on yourself. Wednesday night, call-in program. We don't know what you talk about it. Depends on what go on between now and Wednesday. I will find something to talk about or something. You understand what I say? And thing, them take too long for crash the stream tonight. The stream done. Zane, I'm gonna iron my birthday suit. Zane, tomorrow your birthday. You know, see, I almost born in November. Kerry, big up your birthday when it come tomorrow. Happy birthday. And I sing for you Wednesday. You understand? And then, I have to go drink some lime and honey and smooth out the throat like. You feel me? Don't worry yourself. My birthday, for those who don't know, is on the 8th of November, which is 2 Fridays from now. You understand what I say? So, you do the right thing. You understand? Peeps, big up on yourself. Have a wonderful and productive week. See you on Wednesday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. Who can make it Wednesday night? Friday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. You know what I mean? Peace. Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful and productive week. It is still Sunday night. So if you can have something nice to drink, do that. But if you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. You understand what I say? One on the guy road load the big old headphone them and the Bluetooth headpiece them. Stop separating yourself from the environment. You don't hear nothing, everything. You just, you understand what I say? The Bluetooth headpiece them, it must connect to something. The Bluetooth headpiece them don't connect to your shoes. You know? You understand? So people are prune. People want it. People want to know where it connect to. You understand? Keep your phones in your pockets and in your bags. Use them only when you need them. Load the whole heap of jewelry. Yes, you work for and your money buy it, but people will take it and take your life. Walk with only the cash where you need. Cookie Mama said teach birthday party, get book for it. The 8th of November. make it a date and don't be late. You know what I mean? So you know, if you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. You understand what I say? Take the license plate number. Send it go get somebody. Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people you're there, tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. If you're going on one car and you feel like something wrong, come out. A stitching time saves 9. My grandmother always tell me that. For the people, them every move they make, them put it on social media, on stop. Nobody no need for know say you alone their yard. Nobody no need for know say you alone at the home for the weekend. Nobody no need for know say everybody gone a foreign. Nobody no need for know say everybody a come from foreign. You understand what I say? Nobody no need for know say you get a partner jar. Nobody no need for know say you go to the bank. Just do your thing and tap it chatting, man. You feel what I say? For the people that want to live them relationship on social media, especially on them WhatsApp status and on Facebook on the top. Nobody no need for know what go on in your life like that. So if you're happy, the whole world no need for know. If you're sad, the whole world no need for know. You just give people a bits and pieces. Show your spouse or your partner. Because no tree not growing on them face. And no forest settings. But you don't need for everything that in your bedroom, people know. Everything that in your relationship. When your relationship is up, everybody know. When it's down, everybody know your life story. Come on, man. And fix up on the thing. Peeps, big up on yourself. I mean, I say Johnny H, Miss Joan Gray, Kerry J, happy birthday when it come, Empress. You understand? I think you're on the WhatsApp, so me link up. Happy birthday about 12 o'clock, like. You understand? And them good things. Zane, Delroy Stewart, Junior Lewis, brother. Danny Blackhorse, Danny wanna go on you. Miss Joan Gray, Artist Henry, Shawnee Design, Queen Cleopatra TV. Zane, big up on yourself, you know. Diamond Clark, you know, my diamond socks and my wallaby class. Miss Bernadette George, big up yourself, you know, you're large and in charge. Always keep the class quiet. Anybody who violate, get punishment. Soldiery kits, what go on youth. You know what I mean? May what? How are you, my friend? Blessings. Finar, the man with the girls, them say a star. You know what I mean? Peeps, big up on yourself, you know. Zane, me I search the name them on both screens. Because at the end of the day, if me start scroll, then me I go last the thing. Silver D, official brata boss. Manners and respect, you know. You know what I mean? Andriana Robinson. Think of the first time I see that name there in the Empress. For the first time I circle, big up yourself. I appreciate the support, you know. You see me I say, King of Kings TV. Manners, you know. Great creations. The man who make one of the biggest slang. The 5 P's. Police, passer, politician, and parlor. You win. You know what I mean? Peace, big up on yourself and the father can prosper. You know what thing go. You understand? October wind down. Peace, you know what the band day November the 8th. You know normally the people them pass you and show some love and we have a one drink and eat piece of cake and some people spend some money in a super chat and we have a vibes and it thing nice. One knock, 2 knock and knock off. Big up yourself and the family. Cookie mama, big up yourself and the Empress. Mike Lewis name saying Ghana in bed when I'm still a do ya. You know what I mean? Zane and them thing. I think I don't know if Miss Winsor Butts is still about. I know K Dennis the day one at the time. I don't know him gone. I know the Royal General probably there's some about that skin him teeth. You see me I say peace, big up on yourself, you know. You see for the people that when I watch the thing when I comment, manners and respect, and I know I appreciate the support. Official brother say nice show. Big up yourself in the family, you know I appreciate the kind words, you know. You see me I say peeps. Wednesday. You know what thing got Castro, big up yourself and the family. For all of the people that were there for the first time, manners and respect. For the people that were subscribe recently, manners and respect. For all of the people that will continue for watch the videos, them like the video, them share the video, them comment on the video, them recommend the channel to them friends and them family. Big up on yourself. You know what I mean? We appreciate the support. Because you know, we alone can't do this, you know. You see, and for the people that will continue for support the thing, day in, day out, we appreciate that. Akeem, bless up yourself. For all the persons who contributed financially tonight, Damian White, Miss Patsy Brown, Wavell Smith, Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, and I think also Lenky G contributed. You know. Big up on yourself, we appreciate it. We don't want to work hard for the money or not teaching obligation, so we don't want to share, we appreciate that. Peeps, big up on yourself. You know what I mean? Walk good. Step with Ja. Wednesday, make sure your phone charge and you have credit or service. You see me I say, peeps, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week. See, be the reason why somebody feel better about themselves. Be the reason why somebody smile. A pat on the shoulder, a hug. See, holding somebody hand. Seeing a word of encouragement. Danny Blackhorse, big up yourself and brother. You know, we appreciate that something, you know. Blessings every time, you know. You know what I mean? And thing, a bus fare, a lunch money, some food in our refrigerator we are dash for. One shoes we not wear, one dress we not wear, one shirt we not wear. Something. Somebody out there need it. And no matter how rough you think things in your life, you have people out there doing worse than us people. So I appreciate each day. I appreciate what you have. It might not be everything what you want, but it's more than what many people have. Give thanks. You understand? Me I try use my VPN for use super chat. Go and practice with it in a Shani. Zane, probably you work tonight, probably you don't. You understand me I say? And thing. So hopefully that work out. You understand me I say? Peeps, appreciate what you have. Appreciate the people them around you. Zane, life too short for your people in our heart. You understand? And on positive thoughts. Love your one another. Love yourself. Appreciate what you have. Appreciate the people them around you. Try to tell the people them around you so you love them as much as you can because you don't know anything. Tomorrow are the strong. By Wednesday. I not get that. It must work. Okay. Alright, brother. And I say a word in a shiny design. Go on, done up the thing. Manners and respect, you know. Miss Ruth Daly, big up yourself. Peeps. Dante Dan, brother, big up yourself in the youth. Walk good. Step with Jah. Soon. Manners. Have a wonderful week. Good night.
Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more on social media and check out the state videos on screen. This is Teach saying until time, walk my friends.